explore ruins, islands, villages in just 10 days, and eat some of the world's most delicious cuisine all in one country? Welcome to Greece, where every sunrise feels like a postcard, and every ruin tells a story that shaped civilization itself. If you're dreaming of that perfect mix of history, beaches, culture, and adventure, this 10-day itinerary will be your ultimate guide. Let's start the journey in the heart of it all, Athens. Your adventure begins in Athens, the cradle of Western civilization. The moment you land, you're stepping into a city where ancient history and modern energy coexist like nowhere else. From the airport, take the metro or a taxi into the city center. Settle into a hotel in Plaka or monasteries neighborhoods that offer both convenience and charm. With narrow cobbled streets, neoclassical buildings, and views of the Acropolis right from your rooftop. Your first stop? The Acropolis, of course. Rise early to beat the crowds and the heat. Standing atop this ancient hill, surrounded by structures like the Parthenon, Erechtheion, and the Temple of Athena Nike, you'll feel the weight of history press against the sky. Don't rush. Take your time to absorb the atmosphere, the architectural genius, and the two 500-year-old stories carved into stone. Next, head down to the Acropolis Museum, where sculptures and artifacts are beautifully preserved in a sleek, modern setting. Here, history becomes tangible, intimate, even emotional. It's more than just statues. It's a dialogue with the past. In the afternoon, walk through the historic district of Plaka, the oldest neighborhood in Athens. Grab a traditional Greek lunch, maybe souvlaki or moussaka, at a local taverna with a shaded terrace. Don't forget to sip on a glass of ouzo or iced Greek coffee as the city hums around you. Before sunset, climb up Mount Lycabettus or head to Areopagus Hill for panoramic views over Athens as the city turns gold. Watch the Acropolis glow under the setting sun, a moment that will stay with you long after your trip ends. That evening, stroll through the lively Monastiraki Square. Pick up handmade leather sandals, explore the flea markets, or dine in a rooftop restaurant with views of the illuminated Parthenon. Athens at night is buzzing with energy cafes, live music, and locals enjoying late dinners under the stars. On your second day, dive deeper into the city's rich culture. Visit the ancient Agora, once the heart of public life in classical Athens. Walk where Socrates once taught, and where democracy was born. Then head to the Temple of Hephaestus, one of the best preserved ancient Greek temples. Later, explore the National Archaeological Museum for a deeper look into Greece's vast history from Mycenaean gold masks to marble Kouroi. The museum offers insight into how Greek culture evolved over millennia, and it's a must-see for anyone curious about the roots of Western thought. Wrap up your Athens leg with a food tour or a traditional cooking class to learn the secrets behind Greek cuisine. Trust me, this isn't just about food. It's about connecting with a culture that values hospitality, flavor, and family. By the end of your second day, you'll already feel Greece in your soul through its ruins, its people, its stories, and its rhythm. But Athens is just the beginning. Because next, you'll be sailing into the Aegean to uncover the breathtaking beauty of Greece's islands. In Chapter 2, we'll set sail to the Cyclades and explore two of Greece's most iconic islands, Mykonos and Santorini. Get ready for whitewashed villages, blue-domed churches, luxury sunsets, and a side of Greece that feels like a dream. Close your eyes and picture this. Crystal clear turquoise water, dazzling white buildings clinging to cliffs, narrow alleys bursting with bougainvillea, and the sun melting into the sea in a blaze of orange and pink. That's not your imagination, that's the Greek islands. And in the next few days, you're about to experience the best of them. Let's leave the mainland behind and sail into paradise, starting with Mykonos and Santorini. After 2 days in Athens, catch a morning ferry from Piraeus port to Mykonos. The high-speed ferry will get you there in about 2.5 hours. As you approach, you'll see windmills dotting the skyline and the Cycladic architecture welcoming you like an old friend. Once you dock, Check into a hotel near Mykonos town, also known as Kora. Choose a stay with traditional whitewashed walls and blue shutters, or go for a luxury boutique hotel overlooking the Aegean Sea. Either way, Mykonos blends charm with sophistication. Spend your first afternoon exploring Mykonos town's winding maze of cobblestone paths. Every corner reveals something new: hidden chapels, vibrant art galleries, trendy boutiques, and oceanfront cafes. Visit the iconic windmills and stroll to Little Venice, where homes and bars are perched on the water's edge, waves brushing the walls as the sun begins to dip. By evening, Mykonos transforms into a nightlife haven. You can keep it mellow with a sunset cocktail at 180 Dufour Sunset Bar, or dive into the famous party scene at places like Cavo Paradiso or Scorpios. Whether you're sipping wine in a quiet courtyard or dancing under the stars, Mykonos delivers. Day 4 is all about beaches. Rent an ATV or scooter and head to the island's southern coast, where you'll find a mix of lively and secluded shores. Paradise Beach and Super Paradise are perfect for those who want sun, sea, and sound. But if you're after peace and privacy, try Agios Sostis or Phokos Beach, untouched, wild, and utterly serene. You can also take a short boat ride to Delos Island, a sacred archaeological site and one of the most important mythological, historical, and cultural centers in Greece. Walk among ancient temples, mosaics, and ruins that date back over 20 years. It's a hauntingly beautiful place and a must for history lovers. On the 5th morning, it's time to continue your island journey to Santorini, arguably the most iconic Greek island of them all. The ferry ride takes about 2 hours, but when you arrive, it feels like you've stepped into a fantasy. Santorini greets you with its dramatic cliffs, blue domed churches, and caldera views that steal your breath. Base yourself in Fira or Oia, depending on your style. Fira offers convenience and buzz, while Oia is the crown jewel of romance and sunsets. Spend the afternoon wandering through the narrow paths of Oia. Every corner is a postcard. The architecture, the domes, the views. Settle into a cafe carved into the cliffs and just be. There's no rush here. Santorini teaches you how to slow down and savor every moment. When golden hour arrives, claim a spot for the famous Oia sunset. People applaud when the sun dips below the horizon, and you'll understand why. It's not just light fading. It's an emotion, an event, a memory in the making. In the evening, enjoy a romantic dinner at a cliffside restaurant, fresh seafood, Santorinian wine, and views that stretch into eternity. The next day is for adventure. Hike from Fira to Oia along the Caldera Trail, one of the most scenic hikes in the world. Visit the black sand beaches of Parissa or Kamari. Take a boat tour around the volcanic islands, swimming in hot springs and gazing into the caldera's depths. Or visit Acropolis, the ancient Minoan city preserved in volcanic ash, Greece's very own Pompeii. Whether you're soaking in a hot tub, overlooking the sea, exploring hidden chapels on rocky paths, or enjoying a glass of Assyrtiko under the stars, Santorini is the kind of place that settles in your heart forever. And just like that, your time in the Cyclades is coming to a close. But don't worry, the journey isn't over yet. In Chapter 3, we'll head to Crete, Greece's largest island, a place where rugged landscapes, ancient palaces, and authentic traditions await. Imagine standing in the heart of an ancient palace, once ruled by mythical kings, then driving through gorges, hiking mountain trails, and ending your day on a quiet beach with water as clear as glass. Welcome to Crete, Greece's largest and most diverse island. This isn't just another stop. It's an entire world packed into one breathtaking destination. After your dreamy days in the Cyclades, it's time to change pace. Catch a morning ferry or short flight from Santorini to Heraklion, the capital of Crete. As soon as you arrive, you'll notice the contrast. Crete is wild, proud, and deeply authentic. Here, the myths are older, the mountains taller, and the hospitality even warmer. Drop your bags at a hotel or guest house near the city center, then head straight to the island's most iconic archaeological site, Naxos Palace. This ancient Minoan palace believed to be the home of King Minos and the legendary Minotaur, is a sprawling complex of courtyards, frescoes, and hidden staircases. Walk among 4,000-year-old ruins and try to imagine life in Europe's first advanced civilization, with its vivid murals and labyrinthine layout. Naxos doesn't just tell a story, it immerses you in it. After exploring the palace, visit the Heraclean Archaeological Museum to see the treasures excavated from Naxos and other Minoan sites. From delicate jewelry to the famous snake goddess figurines, this museum brings ancient Crete to life. By late afternoon, stroll through the historic center of Heraklion. You'll find Venetian fortresses, charming plazas, and vibrant cafes. Don't miss a sunset walk along the harbor, where the sea glows gold beneath the Cool's fortress. Dinner here is a must-order dakos, Cretan bruschetta, lamb with stamnagathi, wild greens, or fresh seafood with a glass of local wine. Crete doesn't serve food, it serves tradition on a plate. On your second day in Crete, rent a car and head west. That's where the island's magic truly reveals itself. Your destination, the stunning region of Chania. But before that, make a stop at Rethymno, an old town that feels like a living museum. Wander through its Venetian Ottoman alleys, grab a coffee by the harbor, and soak in the romantic vibes before continuing your road trip. Once in Chania, settle into a boutique hotel in the old town, a labyrinth of colorful buildings, cobblestone alleys, and a picturesque Venetian port. This place oozes charm and history. As the sun sets, grab a seat by the lighthouse or in one of the many tavernas along the harbor. The reflections of boats dancing in the water, the sound of bouzouki in the air, it's pure Greek poetry. The next morning, get ready for one of the most unforgettable experiences in Crete. A hike through the Samaria Gorge. Located in the White Mountains, this 16-kilometer hike takes you through dramatic cliffs, ancient forests, and narrow passages carved by nature over millennia. It's challenging, yes, but the reward? A deep connection with the raw, unspoiled beauty of Greece. Not a hiker? No problem. You can choose a relaxing day, instead drive to Elefonici Beach, known for its pink sands and crystal-clear lagoon. It's one of the most unique beaches in the world, and yes, it looks even better than the photos. Or head to Balos Lagoon, a magical blend of turquoise waters and wild beauty, accessible by boat or off-road adventure. Every corner of Crete holds something unexpected. Mountain villages where old women still weave by hand. Olive groves stretching to the horizon. Shepherds tending goats in sun-drenched fields. It's Greece in its rawest, most soulful form. By now, your trip has taken you from ancient ruins to island sunsets to wild mountain landscapes. And still, there's more. In Chapter 4, we'll take a step off the tourist path and show you the hidden gems, lesser-known islands, secret villages, and local experiences that most travelers miss but never forget. You've walked among ancient ruins, sailed across sapphire waters, and tasted the soul of Greece in its islands and mountains. But now, let's dive deeper into the quiet corners and hidden gems that most tourists never see. These are the moments that make travel unforgettable, the ones you'll tell stories about for years to come. Let's start your final chapter in Nafplio, a coastal town on the Peloponnese Peninsula that feels like a dream carved from marble and sea. After flying back from Crete to Athens or ferrying via Piraeus, a scenic 2-hour drive brings you here. As you arrive, the first thing you'll see is Palamidi Fortress towering above the town, its 999 steps daring you to climb for the best view you'll ever earn. Nafplio isn't just beautiful, it's romantic, elegant, and filled with neoclassical charm. Stroll through its cobbled streets, lined with bougainvillea and old mansions. Visit the Bortsi Fortress floating in the bay, and dine in the town square, where life unfolds at a slower, more poetic rhythm. The next day, make a short drive to Epidaurus, home to one of the best preserved ancient theaters in the world. Stand in the center and whisper. Even in the last row, your voice will echo proof of Greek engineering genius from 400 years ago. From here, visit the nearby sanctuary of Asclepios, the god of healing. In ancient times, people traveled here for cures. Today, you'll come for the stillness and the history. Now, for something most travelers miss entirely: Meteora. Located in central Greece, Meteora is a surreal landscape of giant rock pillars rising straight from the earth, each crowned with centuries-old monasteries that seem to float in the sky. Take a train or drive from Athens. It's worth every second. Arrive by late afternoon and prepare for a sunset you'll never forget. As the golden light hits the rocks, the monasteries glow like lanterns in the heavens. It's a place of awe, solitude, and spiritual wonder. Visit the monasteries the next day, some still home to monks and nuns living quiet lives devoted to prayer. You'll climb stone steps carved into cliffs, see frescoes older than most countries, and stand in silence among the clouds. For your final day, return to Athens, but skip the crowded streets this time. Head to Anaphiotica, a hidden neighborhood tucked beneath the Acropolis that feels more like a Cycladic island than a city. Whitewashed walls, tiny winding alleys, and cats sunning themselves. It's a peaceful goodbye to a country that's probably captured your heart. Grab a final souvlaki, sip one last Greek coffee, and raise a toast to everything you've experienced. Because Greece is more than a trip. It's a journey through time, through taste, and through the soul of a culture that welcomes you not as a tourist, but as part of its story. And now, it's your story too. What if I told you that your final days in Greece could be the most relaxing, soul-stirring, and unforgettable of all? After the energy of Athens, the magic of the islands, and the majesty of the mountains, it's time to slow things down and embrace the side of Greece that few tourists truly experience: the serene, the spiritual, and the secret. Let's begin this last leg of the journey with a day trip to Delphi, just a 2.5-hour drive from Athens. Once considered the very center of the ancient world, Delphi is perched on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, overlooking a valley of olive trees that tumble into the Gulf of Corinth. Walk the sacred way, where ancient pilgrims once traveled to seek wisdom from the oracle of Apollo. Stand in the temple of Apollo's remains, where cryptic prophecies change the course of empires. Visit the Delphi Museum to see the famous bronze charioteer and other relics of the past. And don't rush, Delphi is not just a place to visit, but to feel. After Delphi, return to Athens for a final evening. But skip the big landmarks this time and do what the locals do. Take a walk through the Plaka district at night. Its lantern-lit alleys filled with laughter, live bouzouki music, and the scent of grilled meats and sweet baklava. Stop at a rooftop bar near Monasteraki, with a view of the Acropolis glowing under moonlight. This is the kind of evening where time pauses, where you realize the trip wasn't about ticking off places, it was about presence, people, and stories. For your 10th and final day, consider a short coastal escape to Cape Sounion. Located about 1.5 hours from Athens, this stunning headland is home to the Temple of Poseidon. Arrive just before sunset. The golden hour here is legendary. As the sun dips into the Aegean Sea, the white marble columns ignite an orange light, and it feels like all of Greece is saying goodbye. Lord Byron once carved his name here, unable to leave without marking the moment. You may feel the same. Before heading to the airport, stop by a seaside taverna nearby. Order grilled octopus or fresh-caught sea bass, paired with a glass of white wine. Let the sound of the waves be your final soundtrack. In these 10 days, you've seen ruins older than time, danced on whitewashed islands, wandered monasteries in the sky, and followed in the footsteps of gods and philosophers. But more than anything, you felt Greece. Its warmth, its heartbeat, its timeless soul. This isn't just a country, it's an experience. One that will stay with you long after the flight home. And when you close your eyes, it won't be the postcards you remember. It will be the light, the laughter, and the feeling that just maybe you found a piece of yourself in Greece. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed exploring Prague as much as I enjoyed guiding you through it. If you found this travel guide helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beautiful destinations from around the world. Got a favorite spot in Prague? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, safe travels, and see you in the next video.